Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good day to you anywhere you are listening. My name is Yemi, and this is another weekly market edition covering for December 29th, 2025 to January 2nd, 2026. And compliment of the season to you. I wish you a Merry Christmas and arrears and Happy New Year in advance. And congratulations to those that have stayed through this year, 2025. It has been an amazing year. We've learned in the market through profit and losses. We've seen markets move in different directions and we're still here. I just want to show up the market is quiet and we're going to expect a lot of stagnancy for this week. So for the fundamental for this week, on 29th, which is Monday, there is no high impact news at all. On Tuesday, 30th of the month, we have the US dollar coming up with the FOMC meetings. And on Wednesday, we have just unemployment claims on US dollar. The rest of the currency as bank holiday as expected. On Thursday, which is the first day of 2026, all the currencies that you know will be having a bank holiday in different countries. On Friday as well, it's also a bank holiday in on Japanese yen and Swiss franc. So basically, nothing really much on the fundamental for this week. And of course, there is nothing really much as well to talk about here on the technical part of the business. But I will just walk through what we have on the things we've analyzed before now, so we can just move forward, and this will not take long at all. All right, on the weekly time frame perspective of the DXY, we are on the monthly demand zone right here, and on the weekly, we're expecting more bullish momentum, and the price is still sitting stuck right there. So last week, I was expecting to see more bullish momentum from that zone, which is here. The market actually went in there, but not really much happened. So from here, for the previous week, the market went in. It tapped in for a bullish momentum, expecting more bullish momentum, but it tapped back into the zone. And on Thursday, it picked up again for a little bullish momentum. Friday, it trapped up with another bullish momentum, which is still very not significant yet. But let's see how this unfolds and expecting more bullish momentum on the DXY overall. And let's see this will happen probably first week of January or second week of January. Let's see how it might unfold. So nothing really much. It's quiet right now. So nothing really much on that. So on the 4 time frame perspective, yes, just repetition. I don't need to say that. It's just what we said on the daily time frame. So looking at this perspective, I'm still looking for bullish momentum on this DXY. On the Euro USD on the other hand, let's see it on the weekly time frame perspective. Look at what we have here. Last week was a bullish one on this right, and this is a monthly time zone, which is also a bullish favorable gap level. And for that reason, we're expecting more bearish momentum on the Euro US dollar. On the daily time frame perspective, we had 3 days bullish momentum, or two rather. Tuesday and Wednesday was bullish on this guy. At some point, I was expecting this cycle to complete, but what we're seeing on DXY is not looking like that. So what you want and what the market shows are two different things, and what the market is showing is superior and paramount. So basically, we have more bullish momentum, a little bit of bearish momentum, more bullish momentum. So the pressure on the bullish side, but with what we have on the DXY, we're expecting more bearish momentum on this as well. So with that being said, if we're going to be expecting more bearish momentum on this, we can expect the price to actually still get into a price range like this right here at around 1680, and that's about how many pips in total? About 110 pips in total to see the price navigating in here before we have a buy again. But look at this. I'll be looking for a sell momentum on this one. This is the 4 hour time frame perspective on the Euro US dollar. And this is what I'm looking at. So this is paraventure. If this level has been taken out, of course, yes. But then I am not seeing the market will be quiet anyways. So, but this is just technical analysis. So if it's not playing out this week, expecting it to play out anytime the market gets back on motion. But that's not the problem. So just expecting more bearish momentum here after all of this. I'm expecting more bullish, bearish momentum, and it is very possible too that we have a slight reaction on this price level here. This is also very possible, and this is about 54 pips basically in the market. And then if the price gets here, we can actually have the price broken to move to this range following the daily time frame order flow. So the daily will overshadow the 4 hours. In my own personal opinion, the market is going to an end, and probably this is just the last analysis for the week, for the year. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for those that have joined so far. All right. So with this one, I am just going to do something like this, just something like this. So this will just be an expectation. Okay, we might see little momentum from here, which is also good, and it's fine. It's fine. And going to the Great Pounds US dollar on the weekly time frame perspective, what do we have? Right here, we've at some point, I told you I was expecting the cycle to be completed, the buying momentum to get to this level. I've been saying that for months now, but so far so well, the market is not showing that really. It's been bullish. On the other hand, right here, for the past 4 or 5 weeks now, it's been bullish actually. This is another target. This was the target we had for last week, and the market has smashed it already. So last week, market did about how many pips in total? It did about 160 pips in total for a buy, which we also anticipated. I said it last week. We checked the last week outlook. I mentioned of that. And on daily time frame perspective, what are we looking at? Are we still expecting more bullish momentum with this? If we go back to the weekly, for example, on this weekly, you see that we have a strong bullish momentum right there. So this is not looking just like that of Euro US dollar. This is looking different a little. And with this outlook, therefore, are we still looking for more bullish momentum? Yeah, it looks bullish. It looks bullish, but based on DXY analysis we have, we may be expecting bearish momentum on this right here. And if we're going to be expecting bearish momentum, what can we do on the lower time frame? On the daily, we can we can see the markets pushing momentum to the upside aggressively, and it has broken the previous high level here. It has retested it there. What else can we be expecting from this momentum? Okay, I'm not going to look for anything really much right there. Just looking above this price level a little bit, and that is a fair value gap zone for a bearish momentum, which can do something like this. Basically, this is what I'll be expecting to see in the markets going forward. This is on the 4 hour time frame. This is a daily time frame perspective, but I would love to go to a 4 hour time frame perspective to refine this zone particularly. So if I'm refining this zone particularly on 4 hour time frame perspective, that means I'll be having something like this. This is too much for me to risk, right? This is really too much for me to risk. So what I would do instead, I will rather wait to see the price momentum hitting this level and then get into this level. It might be a low probability, but it's fine. So I'll be expecting the price to get into this range. And when it does, just like this, when it does, I'll be expecting a sell momentum from there. And to this level, particularly to this level, from here, I can be expecting reaction, and this reaction will determine if I'll be buying from this zone. So this is the refinement on the 4 hour time frame perspective, and I believe you understand this. All right, this is the 4 hour time frame on Great Britain pounds US dollar, and let's go to the next guy, AUDUSD. Nothing much here, nothing much here. I said it before last week. I said I'll be expecting more bearish momentum before I take a buy direction. Okay, this was the entire cycle that I was talking about at the beginning of this year, and so far so well. Look at this. Markets did not do exactly that. So since last time I talked about that, the first time I thought about that, till now it has over 630 pips. That's pretty much not too good. AUD US dollar for an entire year, about 600 pips. That's not really nice. Because I remember on Griffin Pounds, AUD, and the rest of those guys, they can give us this in a week or in 2 months or in a month. All right, 630 pips, not bad, but it's a slow moving volatility pair, so it's fine. Okay, basically. Nothing is here. Nothing is here. I'll be expecting market to actually go down before I look for a buy momentum. Now, I'll be considering two levels because of the last wave we had here. The first one would be here, which I'm expecting, which is this, and the second zone will be here, which is also a demand zone right now. So I can also be expecting the price to come here and show that show a bullish energy. All right. So that is the outlook on that. Going to 4 hour time frame perspective, let's see what it looks like. On the 4 hour time frame, if I take this out for a minute, this is what it will look like. So more like I'm expecting more bullish momentum from this price level here. And let me just do that quickly, expecting more bullish momentum from here. And if I'm going to do this, I'm going to definitely put my stop loss around this level, and this is about 23 to 24 pips. And then what am I trying to make? Looking at making about many pips in total. This is 1:5, which is fine. Okay, this is about 1:5 on average. So with that now, it means I'm looking to make about 100 pips, 115 pips thereabouts. I'm risking 24, 23 pips. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. So basically, if this happens, I'll be looking for a buy. I'll be shooting for a buy right here. And if that doesn't happen, if the price actually breaks below that, that's not a problem for me. I will definitely be looking for more buy opportunity at this price level here. It has also been there for a reason. So this is now a second point of interest. This is the first point of interest. So this is a 4 hour time frame perspective on the AUD US dollar. Okay, this is AUD USD. All right, quickly, let's move to the next one. The market will be slow, but this technical analysis, so it doesn't matter. Anytime it plays out, it plays out. Okay, but this is the weekly time frame on NZD dollar. Let's see what we have. I have a cycle that is expecting to be completed as a bullish momentum is concerned, which is right here. But on the last week we had was a bullish momentum candlestick, which engulfed the entire previous candles. the two previous candles right there, and that means a lot to us in the market. On the daily time frame perspective, what do we have here? Are we still expecting more bearish momentum or bullish? Are we still expecting this to take place and go straight down here? It's looking trickish. Actually, it's looking tricky because this what we are seeing here is different, and considering what we have on DXY, it's also different. I'll only be waiting to see more clarity on this before I shoot. Actually, I'll be looking for more clarity on this. On 4 hour time frame perspective, therefore, if I'm looking at anything, this is a very good spot for me to look for a buy in the future, and that is away from where the market price is right now, and that is about 206 pips, 200 pips on average. But that means I have a second wave, right? If I'm to consider that at this price level here, where we have a failure to return candle, I can actually be expecting a little bit of bullish momentum from here. As a matter of fact, it's not much. This is about 33 pips, which I'm considering as a low budget level. So expecting a sell momentum to get here. It's not something I really like, but well, let's see the reaction anyways. But if I want to really buy this, I would love to see the price coming to this range right here. So this would be a very good opportunity for me, if at all, if I want to. So this would have been my outlook on this one, if I'm really looking for a buy momentum on this. All right. So with that, if the price comes here, there's high possibility to see a buy opportunity or reaction at best, the reaction. And I don't think it might really hold long, but let's see how it goes. But this is where I have my uh second point of interest. This is the first point of interest, but this is really low. Anyways, it's really low. You can ignore it. But I just want to see reaction from there to guide my bias that I'm expecting sell to get here. All right. If that should happen, that should be how many pips in total? I said 200 pips, right? Yeah, that's much. But let's see how the market unfold. We are not in hurry. All right. This is the last week of the trading session for trading days of 2025. So it's good. And this is USD CAD, nothing really much here. Expecting the price to get in here before I see a buy. Like I said, on the weekly time frame perspective, what do we have? Nothing much, nothing less. The last time we talked about this, I said we're expecting that same momentum. Of course, we'll be looking for buy because it's also at a monthly demand zone. And with this now, be expecting more bullish momentum from here. And going down to this is a weekly time frame anyways. So with this momentum, it shows we have a previous low level here. In fact, we have one here. Significantly, we have one here. So the real question now is, with the price we actually coming down here to take this momentum away, and before we have a buy, that would be the question. But of course, yes, let's go to a lower time frame perspective to figure that out. And then on the daily, what do we have there? On the daily time frame perspective, it has been a massive bearish momentum, completed the entire cycle right here, and this is another zone which we can see. So what I'll be doing is to expect this momentum here to be an anchor for us for the week. And then let's see how the markets move from this price level. And this is a daily time frame perspective, and this is a demand zone on daily, which also I'm looking at something like this. Okay, so I'll be looking at the price level to create such structure. And with this now, it gives me a better confidence to enter this for a buy when the market gets into that range. And what is the range thereabout? It's at 1.360, or you can make it a psychological zone 1.3, 1.36, all right, 1.366, which is also fantastic. But on the 4 time frame perspective, this will be expected the price to get into. So basically what I'm saying is I will be expecting more bullish momentum. Of course, yes, more bullish momentum till the price gets here. But if provincial, if the market actually comes down again to hit this zone, it will be a very good spot for us, all right? It will be a very good spot for us. So basically, this is what I'm expecting. This is what I want to see in the market. If the market plays this out, fantastic. If it doesn't, we follow the flow of the market. So this is 4 time frame perspective on USDCAD. This is my outlook on that. Okay, so to make it simple a little bit, let me just put it something like this here, and then let's see to this price level. So I think this will do the thing. All right. So I'm not expecting anything much, just this. All right. If the price takes this out and creates something like this, we're good. If not, let's wait for more reaction in the days to come. On the USDJPY, not really much here, nothing interesting. It has done most of the movement, and all of these pairs, they have given us significant money for this year, and we appreciate what we've seen in the market so far. On the daily time frame, monthly time frame, and all of the time frames. So this is a weekly time frame on USDJPY. This is my outlook here. Expecting the price to get into this range before I see a sell momentum. So still expecting more bullish momentum on USDJPY. On the daily time frame perspective, what do we have? Not really much, nothing much here. I'm expecting the same thing. There's no repetition here. I just want to go straight to the point. This is daily time frame. What we have here was a weekly zone. This is a weekly zone, and this is still where I'm expecting the price to get into going forward. So if I have to draw this again, I mean, I'm expecting the price to actually get in here. And when the price gets here, yes, it should give a sell momentum from that zone. So far, so well. This is what I'm expecting. On the daily, how does it look like? Are we expecting the buy to just happen just like that? Well, when the market opens, it will create that momentum and we shall see it. So let's wait and see the momentum. Let's see what the market will open with. And from there, we have more insight on 4 hour time frame perspective. What do we have here? Let's quickly run through 4 hour time frame. Yes, nothing is much happening. Fair value gap zone above just around here, and that is not really much. It's about 42 pips. Well, the price could actually just do that. The price actually come here before it picks up for a buy. So it depends. It depends. I want to see a buy. Actually, I want to see a buy, and peradventure if the market opens with such momentum here and it pulled out, yes, I can be expecting that buy to happen. So this is a 4 hour time frame perspective. If we look at the chart this way, this is a 4 hour time frame perspective, and this is a fair value gap zone at 156.21. They're about 156.16 rather. So from here, we can actually expect to see buy momentum on 4 hour time frame perspective. So this is just what we have here. Nothing really much here. I just want to move quickly. Nothing really much. Expecting more quiet time in the market for this week. Okay. And USDCHF, nothing much as well. Let me see. Let me see. We have a weekly time frame perspective, which was bearish over the last week. And of course, it's been ranging here for a long time now. So I'm not expecting anything really much then to see a buy. I've wanted to see a buy for a very long time at those levels. And those level has been hit and it's closing up above it now. This is a low price level, a low structure, which is a discount price mode, right? And the price is creating that bullish momentum above it on daily time frame. So let's see if this will be sustained above this, all of this range here. Let's see if this will be sustained till the price gets here. And if that will happen, that means the market will be moving about 171 pips, which is really fair. So in my own opinion, I'll be looking for bullish momentum to continue on this one, particularly on USDCHF, bullish momentum to continue on this. Okay. We're wrapping up very quickly. Group the pounds JPY, nothing much here as well. I've walked through this last week and I want to see the price actually sell after the massive bullish momentum. And of course, if that is not happening, there is a reason for that. So let's see. JPY news also affected JPY movement because of the rate cut over 30 years that has not happened. It really shook the market in a way, and perspective of investors with the holding of JPY really changed a little bit. So we have more bullish momentum from that, and let's see the reaction. Let's see how this will play out. Is the market actually creating this sub demand zone after breaking the previous high level structure? If that is the case, then that means we're going to have the price moving from here to test the new high. And of course, yes, this may take time, but it's not too much of a time it's going to take. So let's be hopeful. Let's see how the markets work with this clarity. So this is what I have here on the 4 hour time frame perspective of Group the Pounds JPY. Okay. Let's keep it simple, really simple. This is the last trading session for the year. And of course, yes, we want to make it worth it. Okay. Now to refine this zone, nothing much there. Okay. Really, really. So if I really want to refine that, I'll only have to do something like this on this time frame particularly. So I don't have to risk a lot. So that means if I'm doing this on 4 hour time frame perspective, all I have to do is to see the price getting here and getting notched here and then to test the next high. That high can be seen on the weekly time frame perspective. So you can check it out. It's one of those things you do in the market. So basically this is what I'm expecting on the 4 hour time frame perspective, Crypto pounds JPY. I have to run. Griffith pounds CAD, Griffith pounds AUD. I'm not looking at anything on these guys. Yes, I said in one of my projections forecast for this year, I think that was October or November, I talked about it that gold will be hitting 4,500 this year. And look at this, last week we had it. It has happened already. So gold has hit $4,500. And I said, yeah, there is really no such wise decision to be shorting gold in this time because of what's going on in the world generally. And then if we're going to be shorting gold at all, I'm not interested in shorting anyways. I want to be buying, but if I will be buying, it's rather be when the market actually dumped to this price level on the weekly time frame. Otherwise, I'll be waiting for other zones where I can see a more higher potential momentum zones in the market before I can jump on a buy. This is another daily zone, which is also a very good spot for me to spot a buy. If I want to buy, I'd rather be looking for somewhere like this on the daily. And of course, yes, this has been a long and bullish momentum. I've said it over time that this is looking so bullish right here. And last week I had a student that makes so much money from gold, which I know of. Okay, so I was like, oh, during this holiday, it's amazing. Anyways, that's one thing with the market. So one other thing is on 4 time frame perspective, there's another zone here, which is the demand zone level. The price can also still come here in the future. I'm not interested in selling. I don't want to sell good, but if good comes here, I want to buy. It looks more good for me. It looks better, so to say. It looks better to buy it at all of these zones than to join the sell. All right. So this is what I'm expecting on good. On 1 hour time frame perspective, nothing really much here. I'll just be looking for the buy. Anyways, when the price comes here, I want to see a buy. Okay. That is that on that BTC US dollar on 4 time frame perspective or weekly or monthly. I care less about what's doing, but it has been ranging for quite a number of days now. Last week it showed a bearish momentum a little, and then my momentum on this one or my bias on this one remains the same because really this about 4 or 5 weeks now it's been stagnating around this price level. So I'm really waiting to see the price get here. If it does, yes, this one I'm taking a buy from. My analysis on this remain the same. I'm not changing it. I'm not spreading it. I'm not doing anything. I'm just reiterating that this is what I want to buy from in the future. On 4 time frame, how does that place look like? Okay, I have to squeeze the chart a little bit. This is how it looks like on the 4 hour time frame perspective. This is how it looks like on the 4 hour time frame perspective. So the best zone to look at this is on the weekly. This is how it looks like exactly on the weekly time frame. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for being, excuse me, thank you very much for being around. It's a wonderful year. Those that have been supporting, thank you very much. Those that have helped this video with others, thank you very much. Those that have shared these comments, asked questions, thank you very much. And I believe the market has really been helpful and be favorable for you for this year. Next year, we're going to do better. We're going to rock better. It's going to be an amazing 2026 trading. I wish you a very good trading year ahead of you. Enjoy the rest of this holiday and see you again. Thank you very much and God bless you. Bye for now.